Have you ever thought that the way you sleep could silently be putting your life at risk? It sounds dramatic, but the facts are alarming. Over 70,000 seniors in the United States alone die in their sleep every year, and many of those deaths aren't just due to aging, but to avoidable nighttime habits. As we grow older, even the smallest changes to our routine can have major consequences, especially when it comes to sleep. Your heart, brain, and lungs become more vulnerable after age 60, and the need for deep, uninterrupted sleep becomes more critical than ever. Yet too many people continue with habits they've had for decades: drinking too much water before bed, eating too late, sleeping in unsafe positions, or getting up too quickly, all of which can lead to dangerous interruptions in sleep. When your sleep is broken, your body doesn't get the time it needs to repair cells, regulate hormones, and restore critical brain functions. Disrupted sleep is linked to memory problems, weakened immunity, increased risk of falls, high blood pressure, and even heart attacks. The truth is, uninterrupted sleep isn't just about feeling rested, it's your body's frontline defense against disease, cognitive decline, and injury. Ignoring snoring, night waking, or breathing irregularities might seem harmless, but they could be signs of serious sleep disorders like sleep apnea, which often go undiagnosed and untreated in seniors. That's why recognizing the importance of consistent, deep sleep isn't just good advice, it could be a life-saving decision. Tonight, take a closer look at your sleep routine. Eliminate the habits that quietly harm you. Adjust your environment to support safe, restful sleep. Because the quality of your sleep isn't just a reflection of your night, it's a predictor of your future health. Airway to become partially or completely blocked. When this happens, breathing can stop for several seconds, or even minutes, before the brain jolts the body awake to resume airflow. These repeated interruptions not only fragment your sleep but also put immense stress on your heart, brain, and immune system. Over time, untreated sleep apnea can lead to high blood pressure, stroke, heart failure, and even sudden cardiac death during sleep. What's more alarming is that many seniors aren't even aware they have it. The symptoms can be subtle: dry mouth in the morning, frequent nighttime urination, daytime fatigue, or simply feeling like you never slept well despite spending hours in bed. Insomnia, too, is often underestimated. Many older adults assume it's just a normal part of aging, but chronic insomnia is a serious red flag. Sleep is when your body performs critical repair functions, your brain clears out waste, your heart rate stabilizes, and your immune system recharges. When sleep is consistently disrupted, inflammation rises, memory declines, and your risk of depression and anxiety skyrockets. In fact, a 2021 study published in the Journal of Sleep Research found that seniors with persistent insomnia were 44% more likely to develop dementia. And yet, millions continue to live with these symptoms, unaware of the damage being done. If you or a loved one snores loudly, gasps for air during sleep, wakes up often without reason, or struggles to fall or stay asleep more than 3 times a week, it's time to take action. Start by keeping a sleep diary and sharing it with your doctor. Ask about sleep studies, which can often be done from the comfort of your home. Treatments for sleep apnea range from simple lifestyle adjustments and oral appliances to CPAP machines that keep your airway open through gentle airflow. For insomnia, cognitive behavioral therapy has been shown to be more effective than medication and helps address the root causes of poor sleep. Remember, ignoring these signs doesn't just rob you of rest, it silently chips away at your health and independence. Now, let's talk about the most overlooked yet deadly sleep habit of all, habit number 1. Habit number 1, sleeping with the TV on. It might seem harmless, even comforting, to fall asleep to the hum of familiar voices or late-night reruns. But this seemingly innocent habit can have devastating effects on your brain and body, especially as you age. When you sleep with the television on, your brain remains partially alert, constantly processing the light and sounds in your environment. This disrupts your sleep cycles, particularly the deep, restorative stages that are essential for memory consolidation, cellular repair, and emotional regulation. Blue light emitted from screens also interferes with melatonin production, the hormone that tells your body it's time to rest. As a result, you may wake up feeling groggy, irritable, or disoriented, symptoms that are often mistaken for just getting older. Worse still, the constant stimulation can raise cortisol levels, the body's stress hormone, keeping your nervous system on high alert even while you're unconscious. Over time, this can lead to increased inflammation, higher blood pressure, and a weakened immune response. Researchers at Northwestern University found that even a single night of sleeping with a dim light source can impair glucose regulation and cardiovascular function by morning. For seniors, whose bodies are already more vulnerable to chronic illness, this can be a tipping point. If you rely on background noise to fall asleep, consider switching to a white noise machine or calming audio designed specifically for sleep. These alternatives don't emit disruptive light and are less likely to trigger subconscious stress responses. Also, establish a consistent bedtime routine that signals to your brain it's time to wind down, like reading, dimming the lights, or listening to soft music. Eliminating the TV from your sleep environment may seem difficult at first, but the long-term benefits to your sleep quality, heart health, and cognitive clarity are well worth it. Now that you know the 3 dangerous sleep habits secretly damaging your health, the next step is simple, but vital: take action. Awareness without change is like knowing a fire is burning in your home but refusing to put it out. These habits, late-night eating, irregular sleep schedules, and sleeping with the TV on, may feel small or harmless in the moment, but their cumulative impact can silently erode your health, your mood, and your ability to fully enjoy life. It's never too late to make adjustments that support your body's natural rhythms. Start by setting a consistent bedtime and wake-up time, even on weekends, to reinforce your internal clock. Stop eating at least 3 hours before bed to give your digestive system the rest it needs. And remove all sources of artificial light and noise from your bedroom to create a space designed for true rest. You don't have to overhaul your entire routine overnight. Small, consistent steps are enough to build momentum. And remember, the goal isn't just to live longer, it's to live well. When you sleep better, you think clearer, feel stronger, and move through your days with more energy and purpose. If these habits have already taken a toll on your health, the good news is that the body is remarkably resilient. Quality sleep can reverse cognitive fog, lower blood pressure, and reduce the risk of heart disease and diabetes. You just have to give it the chance. So tonight, as you prepare for bed, ask yourself, are your nighttime choices supporting your future, or sabotaging it? The answer might just change everything. And as this transformation quietly takes root in your life, it begins to ripple outward into areas you may not have expected. Your relationships deepen because you're more emotionally available, your memory sharpens, and your ability to make decisions becomes clearer and more grounded. Sleep is not just a personal act of restoration, it is the bedrock of emotional resilience and mental clarity. When your body gets the sleep it needs, stress hormones decrease, inflammation lowers, and your immune system becomes more effective, which means you get sick less often and recover faster when you do. Even your metabolism stabilizes, reducing cravings and helping you maintain a healthier weight without feeling deprived. And beyond the physical, the mental shifts are just as profound. Creative insights come more easily, problem-solving feels less like a burden, and your sense of self-worth starts to strengthen because you're no longer surviving on fumes but operating from a place of calm power. You may also find that your spiritual awareness heightens, that you feel more connected to the world around you, more attuned to quiet moments of peace and beauty that you used to overlook. And all of this comes not from forcing or rushing, but from allowing. Allowing yourself the space to unwind, to breathe, to trust that the world can wait while you care for your own internal world first. Because true wellness isn't built on grand gestures or sudden overhauls, it's built on small, consistent acts of self-honoring, night after night. So let this be your new way of living, not just chasing sleep, but welcoming it, protecting it, and letting it gently guide you back to the best version of yourself. As you continue to prioritize your sleep, you'll notice a powerful shift in how you approach each day. It's as if your body and mind have finally found the rhythm they've been longing for. With better sleep, your energy levels are not just higher, they are more consistent throughout the day. No longer are you driven by caffeine or quick fixes to get through the afternoon slump. You begin to feel more present in each moment, able to engage more fully in your work, relationships, and hobbies. Your focus improves, and with it, your productivity. Tasks that once felt overwhelming now seem more manageable because your brain is operating at its peak capacity, handling complex problems with ease. Moreover, with the improved sleep comes an increase in physical activity. Sleep is the time when your muscles repair, when your energy stores are replenished. It's no wonder that on nights when you truly rest, you wake up feeling stronger and more ready to tackle the day. Your body craves movement, and you start to make healthier choices naturally. Whether it's taking a walk after dinner, stretching in the morning, or finding time to do yoga, the simple act of prioritizing rest empowers you to care for your body in ways you hadn't before. This newfound energy also leads to a better mood. Research consistently shows that those who get sufficient rest are more likely to experience emotional stability. Your mood is less erratic, and your ability to cope with stress is heightened. Instead of reacting impulsively, you find yourself responding with more patience and understanding. Even difficult situations that once left you frustrated or anxious are met with calmness and clarity. Sleep doesn't just restore your body, it restores your emotional equilibrium. This balance extends into your relationships. With the increased patience and emotional awareness, your relationships begin to deepen. You're able to connect more authentically with loved ones because you're not running on empty. Conversations feel more meaningful, and you approach disagreements with a level-headed perspective, working towards resolution instead of escalating tension. Furthermore, sleep plays a pivotal role in your mental health. It's well documented that poor sleep contributes to anxiety, depression, and cognitive decline. But as your sleep improves, you create a protective barrier against these mental health struggles. Your mind becomes clearer, more positive, and resilient in the face of challenges. You feel a sense of control over your life that you may have been missing, not because everything is perfect, but because you're equipped to handle whatever comes your way. And as your sleep improves, so does your physical health. Your immune system becomes stronger, your heart benefits from reduced stress, and your blood pressure stabilizes. Chronic conditions, which might have seemed inevitable, become more manageable. Sleep, it turns out, is the ultimate preventative medicine. Your body begins to heal in ways you didn't even realize were possible. With this new foundation of health, you start to realize that you're not just living longer, you're living better. You're living with a sense of purpose and vitality that's anchored in the restorative power of sleep. And it all begins with the simple act of honoring your need for rest. So, as you look ahead, know that each night you prioritize sleep, you're not only enhancing your own health and well-being, but you're setting a powerful example for those around you. The ripple effect of healthy sleep habits extends to your loved ones, inspiring them to take their own sleep seriously. And in this way, your choice to embrace rest becomes a gift that keeps giving, improving not only your life but the lives of those you care about most. The key is simple: sleep is not just a passive activity, but an active form of self-care that underpins every aspect of your well-being. It's the cornerstone upon which your best life is built. As you continue to embrace the power of sleep, you begin to see how interconnected it is with every aspect of your existence. The effects ripple out beyond just your own health, influencing your creativity, career, and even the way you view the world. Your mind, now well rested, starts to produce ideas more freely and effortlessly. Tasks that once required immense effort now flow with ease. You find yourself approaching challenges with new perspectives, discovering innovative solutions that might have eluded you before. Creativity, in all its forms, thrives when your mind is given the time and space to rest and recharge. You may also begin to notice how much more present you are in your day-to-day experiences. Your relationships, both personal and professional, deepen as you are more attuned to the needs of others, and more capable of offering your support and attention. No longer distracted or overwhelmed by mental fog, you find yourself listening more intently, responding with empathy, and connecting on a level that feels genuine and fulfilling. Your emotional intelligence, sharpened by a solid sleep routine, becomes a cornerstone in your ability to navigate difficult conversations, conflicts, or stressful situations. Rather than reacting out of exhaustion or frustration, you respond thoughtfully and with a greater understanding of yourself and others. This newfound clarity also enhances your professional life. With better sleep, your ability to manage your time improves, making your work feel less like a burden and more like an opportunity for growth. You start to notice patterns in your productivity, recognizing which hours of the day are your most focused and which times require rest. By respecting these natural rhythms, you maximize your efficiency, achieving more with less stress. This sense of balance extends to your personal goals, too. Whether it's pursuing a hobby, traveling, or embarking on a new project, sleep gives you the energy and focus needed to make those dreams a reality. The world no longer feels overwhelming, but full of possibilities, as you harness the clarity and power that comes with good rest. And as you dive into these new experiences, you realize that sleep has become the foundation upon which everything else is built. It's no longer a mere necessity but a powerful tool in your arsenal for living a vibrant, fulfilling life. In the quiet moments, when you're lying in bed at the end of a long day, you reflect on just how transformative this journey has been. The simple act of prioritizing sleep has unlocked a deeper connection to your body, mind, and soul, enabling you to live with intention and purpose. You've learned that rest isn't something to be earned, but something to be celebrated and embraced as an integral part of your well-being. So, as you continue on this path, remember that the impact of good sleep doesn't just stay with you, it spreads outward, touching every part of your life. It shapes the way you engage with the world, with others, and with yourself. And in that peaceful, restorative slumber, you find the strength, clarity, and resilience to live your best life yet.